Here we are in Tawakoni, Texas. Cody says this is where we're going to get the big ones today. And it is a lot nicer day than we've been having, folks. We have been fighting the wind on our little mini trip here to Weber's Falls and Lavon and Tawakoni, Texas for 3 days, and this is really nice to see waves that we're not looking at 3 and 4 foot rollers out there. So we're excited to get out there on the lake, use some of the Team Catfish tackle, get some tips and some tricks from Cody, and show you a good fishing trip. Okay, and away we go. How was the duck hunting, fellas?
Pretty good.
Good. What's that dog's name?
Max.
Max? How you doing, Max? You have a good day today? What's the story today, Cody? Tell us what we're going to do.
Well, we're going to go out here and we're going to fish the creek channel where I left off about a week ago. Did pretty good. We're just going to get out here and depend on our sonar to find some fish, some bait, throw out some lines.
You going to listen to Bryce tell you what to do all day?
Sure he will. We might accept some of his info.
All right, well, we're looking forward to having a good day on the water. Bryce, it's not blowing our hats off.
I know, I'm loving it.
Yesterday we were sitting still and it literally blew the hat off my head. There's a Team Catfish hat somewhere on Lake Lavon if anybody's interested floating around out there.
Well, we're coming up on the creek channel here. We got a couple big fish on the bottom here. We're just going to kind of work this creek here and just find us a nice good drop with some bait and fish holding down there.
So we're looking for the drop off plus we're looking for
fish holding down in here and some bait.
Okay, that looks like a big cloud of bait right there, isn't it? Now you're using the, what we got, the 113?
113.
LCX 113. Okay.
We're going to go ahead and spend a little time just kind of work this creek and just find the best spot that we can.
Now you're a believer in looking on that locator and not stop until we find what we're looking for, right?
Go ahead and spend the extra time, work it until you see something you like.
Now what Cody's doing here, it's kind of interesting the way his anchors work. He fishes with a little bit more anchor rope than a lot of guys do, and he's dropped his back anchor, and Bryce is pulling the front anchor up tight. Here is the fish that he stopped and seen here. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of pin the boat between both anchors and set up and fish, and boy is this nice where we don't have 4 foot waves of beating us to death out here today. Okay, Cody's getting ready to show us how he cuts up this shad. Now any of you folks that are interested in coming fishing at Lake Tawakoni, Lake Lavon, or Lake Texoma for blue catfish might want to look up texascatfishingguide.com. You'll find out all Cody's rates and his information. And Cody, show us what you're doing here with the shad.
Well, we're going to make some cut bait. We got about an 8-inch gizzard shad here, and we're going to scale both sides of the shad here.
So you're just taking your knife and running it backwards on the shad, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Up against the scales.
And the reason you do that is?
It brings more scent out in the bait. It gets all the scales off where I don't get the scales on my hook. It's easier to hook the bait, get the hook to go through the bait.
There's a lot of advantages.
A lot of advantages.
Okay, so you're just going to go ahead and cut it up now.
Yeah, I'm going to start right here behind the head and try to get me 3 or 4, 5 pieces out of it.
Bryce, my nose is running just a little.
I'm ready to jump in there and grab some of that bait.
Let me give you a couple pieces here.
Thank you.
Now let's look at that head. Hold that head up for a second. Put it in the palm of your hand. I want it, folks. Is that bait too big for a 10-pound blue cat?
No,
That's not that big a bait, is it?
That's not that big of a bait.
Yeah.
Not for these blue cat.
Now, well, we got about 3 inches from there to there.
Yeah.
Probably 2.5 inches that way, maybe.
Yeah.
That's just right for a big old blue cat.
Sure enough.
All right.
He's messing with it.
He's gonna try to pull it over, isn't he? Come on, big.
Running with it?
No,
Is he moving this way with it?
no. Well, yeah.
Reel, Bryce.
Down on it.
Hard, hard, hard. Keep going. Keep going. He coming this way, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Now that rod was cast clean up in the front of the boat, and he pulled that bait all the way back here, back behind the front anchor, and
I'll just switch it.
feel like a nice one, Bryce?
Oh, he's a nice one. Yeah. You want that? Yeah. They're all nice. He's how big is he? I haven't really got to tell. I'm thinking he's about the same as that one yesterday. Right now.
Oh, nice blue cat.
Bigger maybe, or about the same.
Nice cat.
He's putting the hurt on the drag.
Good.
Bigger.
Yeah.
I'll get the net on him.
He just woke up now, didn't he?
Yeah, he was kind of being lazy there for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Big-
bigger
Big
fish there.
Texas blue cat. Wonderful.
Nice.
Jeff, you'll hand me them needle nose. I'm gonna go ahead and take his hook out one.
Got him?
Yeah, I got him.
You want the fish grips?
Yeah, give me fish grip and needle nose.
Bryce, grab him them needle nose. I want to show everybody again, one of the best things about the floating fish grip is right now, before you drag that fish in the boat,
Don't know where they are.
you can unhook that fish,
Right there behind.
and you don't have to pull that fish into the boat, in your net, and let him flop and beat and bang and scuff himself
Right there,
all
Bryce.
up. You know, it's just, these are just a great tool for handling and managing your catfish. Bryce, well, you kind of nervous looking here on
Yeah.
me, man.
Yeah, that's a nice fish. Nice conditions.
Did the double action hook get him?
Oh, it did its job, I promise you.
And that was on a reel down hook set. It still penetrated that hard, even while that fish was traveling at us.
Oh, man. Alright, I think I got it where I can get it now.
Sometimes when them double action hooks go into the bottom and the side of the jaw, yeah, it can be tricky to get them out. There he goes. Now if that fish was in the boat, he'd be flopping, that sinker'd be all tangled up in that dip net, and he'd have marks all over the side of that fish.
Oh, that's a clicker. Be all right.
Nice blue cat.
Brush.
Hey buddy, this is what we come to Texas for.
That's what we come for. That's a nice one.
That's a nice fish, man. Great job, Cody. First fish of the day. You bet. How awesome. Bryce, we don't have the waves beating the heck out of us. You got a big old blue cat.
Been here a few minutes this morning.
Few minutes this morning, and look at that.
Now I ain't gonna guess him. I'm gonna
Probably
say
an
20.
18, 20 pound
I'm
fish.
gonna say 20.
Ah, he's heavier than
I
that.
think he is actually.
I'll bet that fish is close to 25.
he might be.
We
Yeah,
can put the scales to her.
I would like to. I think he is 25.
We'll
Put the scales down. Let's show everybody how the scale works with the fish grip. This is another thing with the fish you can do with the fish grips that makes it very, very
That fish
convenient.
is 25 pounds if he's an ounce. I'm
I
telling
bet
you.
he'll push 20 maybe.
Now Cody put that in that hole and that handle of the fish grip, and now you've got this fish locked down here, and you can hang him up here and you can weigh him.
22 pounds.
22 pounds. I guessed him at 25.
Yeah.
I think your scale's wrong, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, there might be a few off. But he's a nice fish.
Outstanding. Well, Bryce, I'm going to take a couple snapshots of you. The beautiful sunshiny morning here. Great.
Scale.